Hey guys, today we're making a white chocolate bread pudding. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is make a custard, so go ahead and get a medium bowl and crack in 4 eggs. Be sure not to get any shells in there. And the next thing to add is a whole lot of heavy cream. Half and half is another option if you prefer. Then we're going to add some granulated sugar, some brown sugar, some salt, a lot of vanilla extract, and we're just going to give that a good mix. Be sure there's no chunks of brown sugar in there. This is going to be a very wet batter. So make sure there's nothing floating in there. This next part is completely optional, but I'm adding a little bit of bourbon, and it's highly recommended. You could also use rum, but either way, it's really good. Next up is our bread. I'm using a stale French bread, and you're going to want to use either stale bread, or if you don't want to wait, just go ahead and toast it. And I'm just going to take half the loaf, and I'm just going to fill up this bowl, and I'm going to make sure that all the bread is completely submerged in the custard. And then this is going to sit covered for 1 hour. Next, we gotta chop up some white chocolate. This is a white chocolate baking bar that I have, 4 ounces. And I'm just gonna take my chef's knife and give it a good dice. You could use white chocolate chips if you want, and if you don't like white chocolate, just use milk chocolate, dark chocolate, whatever you'd like. I'm gonna preheat my oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm just going to grease this baking dish with some unsalted butter. And this is a 9x5 baking dish. You can use an 8x8 if you'd like. Either way, it's gonna be the same amount of time in the oven. Next, we're going to put in half of our custard and bread mixture here. And when you put half of this in there, we're going to put in half of our white chocolate. Now go ahead and pour in the rest of your custard. And then after that, sprinkle on the rest of the white chocolate. It looks like I just dumped a bunch of butter on top of this, doesn't it? Anyway, we're going to cover that with some tin foil. And this is going to go into the oven at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 35 to 40 minutes. Once that's done, go ahead and take it out of the oven and remove the tin foil. And this is going to go back into the oven for an additional 10 minutes. And after all that waiting, your bread pudding should be done. Doesn't that look good? Before you serve it, let it cool for about 10 or 15 minutes, or you could be like me, not wait at all, cut yourself a slice, put it in a bowl, and put some ice cream on top. Actually, it's really good if you do that. It's great because the ice cream is cold, the pudding is hot, you got the warm, you got the cold, it goes together really well. And that's why this is one of my favorite desserts. I know a while back I made my cinnamon raisin bread pudding, and while that was great, I think this is a little better. That's just my opinion. Even if you're not a big fan of white chocolate, it has that great vanilla taste to it, and trust me, you got to make this. So just make it. Just make it, okay? I mean, I'm always here saying at the end of my videos how good something is. Just make it, okay? Just make it. Trust me. Alright guys, I hope you all enjoyed this one. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.